And finally, a much-needed crackdown on Puja Khedkar has taken place. After a relentless coverage here on India Today, the Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration has issued an urgent recall directive for Khedkar, prompting the Maharashtra state government to halt her district training in Pune. She's essentially been instructed to immediately return back to the IAS Academy in Mussoorie, suggesting that there may be issues that need to be addressed promptly. So an investigation, yes, is underway. Till that's completed, there will be action against her. She is not going to be allowed to continue her IAS training in Pune. The Maharashtra government has responded by complying with the directive, essentially relieving Khedkar from her training duties. This is as good as essentially firing this IAS trainee. Puja Khedkar, who has in fact violated and cheated the system on many fronts, which we'll expose for you in just a bit as well, now faces action and strict action at that. I'd like to bring in our reporters on this broadcast. We've got Omkar Vable, who's joining us live from Pune, and Dipesh Tripathi, who's joining us live from Vashim. Omkar, to you first. You've been tracking every update that has come in on the story, and finally a crackdown based on our coverage, based on our reports that highlighted exactly this, the kind of scams that she had actually perpetrated. And all along, she's maintained that this is nothing but a witch hunt, Omkar. She'll now have to leave Maharashtra immediately.
Exactly. Till 23rd of July, she'll have to go back to the Mussoorie, back to the Lal Bahadur Shastri Administrative Academy, which is situated in the Mussoorie. So till 23rd, there will be no excuse, which is highlighted and mentioned in that notice given to the Puja Khedkar. So within the next 5 to 7 days, she has to go back to again to the Mussoorie and to continue her rest of the training. Before that, she was posted here in the Pune, and the controversy started. Later on, Maharashtra government took decision to give her a different charge as an assistant collector in the Washim. But now, General Administration Department and also the Additional Chief Secretary has issued letter to the Puja Khedkar, and her rest of the training period will be in the Mussoorie. So finally, Administrative Academy of Mussoorie has already told her to come back to the Mussoorie, and we have to check now what kind of happenings and what kind of different kind of actions are being taken over there. So we'll have to check whether.
Explain this to us. Right now, yes, there's a crackdown by the academy. They've called her back. The Maharashtra government has complied, relieving her of all of her duties. But is this really a crackdown? She's being relieved of her duties in Pune, but will she continue her training in Mussoorie? In which case, it's not really action per se. She's just being relieved from Maharashtra.
No, we have to segregate the things. Just because she wasn't a full-time employee of the Maharashtra government, she was a trainee officer in the Maharashtra. So Maharashtra government could not able to take action against her. And that is why her, we can say her actually legal custody or her legal guardian was the Academy of Mussoorie, situated Academy of Lal Bahadur Shastri, which is situated in the Mussoorie. So that is why even the central government wasn't intervening in all this, was not able to intervene in all this matter. But I think the different kind of action has already been initiated against her. Like now they already called her back. Second thing is her probation period in the Maharashtra and her service in Maharashtra has already ended up. And the third issue is main. One-member committee of central government has already formed. So she'll submit her all reports, and if there are any fraud or in case there are some other documents are pending, now she'll have to cooperate with the central government committee.
Let's talk about the investigation further. And I have Dipesh Tripathi, who's joining us live from Vashim in Maharashtra. And Dipesh has been digging through, getting us some of the details of the forgeries, the fakeries that have come to light in many of her certificates. Right now, Dipesh, action has been taken, but that's pending an investigation. And formal inquiry will perhaps throw up more details of exactly what kind of scams she's pulled off in her UPSC applications and many of the exams in the last many years that she's attended, conducted. She's in fact gone ahead and scammed, forged many of her certificates. The details of that is still emerging right now. What we've dug out is just the tip of the iceberg. So as far as the investigation goes, anything that's really been thrown up on that front?
Akshata, yes, definitely. With every new day, the new fraud, alleged fraud of Puja Khedkar is coming in the light, and we have seen that how she produced her credential, her education certificates, step by step, and which was quoted as fraudulently. Allegedly fraud. So with every day we can say the trouble of Puja Khedkar is mounting, and right now this is we can say the training of the Puja Khedkar is stopped, and this is the this is the first step, because still the report of the committee is pending, the findings of the committee is the pending. Still Puja Khedkar has to give the statement to the committee. The most important thing, when we today morning we spoke to Puja Khedkar, she while speaking she said this is the first time she said a different one line from the past few days. She was saying that she is not authorized to speak, but this is the first time when she said that the new evidence which are coming on a daily basis, these are fake, and
Okay.
how can new evidence come to related to any person each and every day. So this is a different statement which was given by the Puja, and right now we are outside the Puja's house. Today she came early from the training. When we tried to ask her, she denied to speak. But right now some people are there inside the room meeting with Puja. They might be her relatives or her supporters. We don't know exactly who are they, but right now the trouble on Puja Khedkar is mounting too much. Akshata.
Okay, Dipesh will be standing by to get us a reaction from Puja Khedkar on the action that's been taken against her. Like Dipesh has been telling us, Puja so far has maintained that this is a witch hunt against her. She's, blamed the media and whatnot, but the proof is out there. And I just want to focus on the kind of revelations that have come to the fore. From day one of India Today's reportage, when we highlighted to you how she went ahead and forged disability certificates, to today, where we've unearthed how she's cheated her age, she's changed her name several times in different applications, forged fitness certificates, of course, as we've told you, even forged her OBC certificate. All of this tells you that she's created this web of lies, a web of deception, to ensure she's fully prepared for these exams. She's cheated the system, and today she's finally paying the price.
More skeletons tumbling out in IAS probationer Puja Khedkar case. The public servant is allegedly at the center of an elaborate scam involving forged medical records, multiple name changes, and even age manipulation. Two separate orders by the Central Administrative Tribunal on Puja Khedkar's petitions are showing several mismatches. The glaring lapses and errors emerging day after India Today set the agenda with the Puja Khedkar newsbreak. The CAT order in 2020 mentions Puja's age as 30, while another order 3 years later in 2023 gives the age as 31, an addition of just 1 year in a gap of 3 years. Further, in 2020, she uses the name Dr. Khedkar Puja Dilip Rao, while in the application 3 years later, her name became Ms. Puja Manorama Dilip Khedkar. The irregularities don't stop there. Puja Khedkar allegedly obtained a third medical certificate from a hospital in Pune to qualify for the civil services, claiming she had a 7% permanent locomotor disability in her lower left limb. However, the 2007 medical certificate submitted by her MBBS admission shows no mention of any disability.
जो मेडिकल सर्टिफिकेट दिया है उसमें एग्जैक्टली जिक्र क्या है?
That she is fit physically and mentally to undergo MBBS course ऐसा है, and absence of disabilities लिखा है उसमें.
Absence of disabilities. So in 2007, while she was taking admission here, she had no disabilities.
She was fit physically and mentally.
Despite these glaring allegations, Puja Khedkar maintains her innocence and calls the charges against her a media trial.
See, the committee is set up for that. Whatever is there, whatever are the documents, whatever my submission is there, whatever the experts will decide, they will decide it. And I think we should wait for the decision of the committee.
As the case unfolds, the authorities are under pressure to get to the bottom of Puja Khedkar's alleged fraud. With Omkar Wable in Pune, Bureau Report, India Today.
You look at how really Puja Khedkar pulled off this kind of a scam on multiple levels. It clearly reeks of arrogance and a belief that she'd 100% get away with it. Let's break it down for you. There's first the disability of a scam, in which essentially she claimed that she had a disability for an IAS birth in 2022. 2007 certificate didn't show any disability. 2022, it's very much there, where she claimed to have a locomotor disability. She used this certificate in the UPSC application, and this is something we exposed here on India Today. But that's not all. When we dug deeper, we found another layer of scam, and that is with regards to her caste, which community she belongs to. She claimed a quota, the OBC non-creamy layer quota. How? By faking the annual parental income, by fraudulently going ahead and mentioning that she belongs to that community, and therefore took OBC quota not once, but twice, both in 2007 and in 2022. In both times, fraudulent certificates were given. Then, the issue of age, and this is something we've highlighted in the last 24 hours, that 2020 versus 2023. She's aged essentially just 1 year. In 3 years, she went from 30 to 31. So she's faked her age too. And this was in her CAT applications. Those details, those papers are with us. We scrutinized it to find that from 2020 to 2023, she went from 30 years old to 31. In 3 years, she's aged 1 year. Then, when it comes to her name, she's changed her name twice for exams. And you could argue that, look, it may be just a minor tweak, but look at the names here. In 2020, the name mentioned in the exam paper, in the application, is Dr. Khedkar Puja Dilip Rao. This is the name that's used. In 2023, 3 years later, she's Puja Manorama Dilip Khedkar. That's the name that's been used. So completely different names. Again, there'll be questions of why exactly she did that. Did she think that, she would go ahead and ensure that even if there was some duplicity found in her certificates, because of the name difference, she'd get away with it? Dipesh is also live with us, and he's tracking all the updates from outside Puja Khedkar's residence right now. So far, amid all of these allegations coming to the fore, Dipesh, as you've pointed out, she's completely denied all of it. She's facing, of course, a formal inquiry. But this is on multiple levels that this kind of a scam has been exposed: on disability, on age, on her name, and of course on the quota that she sought, the OBC quota that she sought.
Akshata, definitely she has been manipulated the documents on each and every step, whether it is her disability certificate, whether it is her age certificate, or whether it is her name certificate. We have seen that each and every step was for the producing the documents of the Puja Khedkar. She used the manipulated documents. So this is the case, and once again she said that this is media trial going on right now, but let me clear the one thing, that authorities had taken the action on her not on the basis of the media trial, but on the facts which they came to know. So definitely if this action has been taken on the Puja Khedkar, so is definitely there is something which Puja was hiding, and Puja was doing something wrong during the her selection process. So this is the big question, and the more information we will come to know once the report of the committee is finalized and once the statement of the Puja has been recorded in front of the committee. So after then the whole picture would be get clear, and the severe action might be taken if she found guilty in that committee reports.
Okay, Dipesh, just stay on with us. Puja has spoken multiple times on the allegations against her. She's maintained first that she's not in a place to actually go into the details because there is a formal investigation against her, but has also repeatedly said that all of this is a media trial being conducted against her. Let's get you all the reactions that Puja Khedkar has given since these allegations and these alleged scams came to the fore.
The committee is set up for that. Whatever is there, whatever are the documents, whatever my submission is there, whatever the experts will decide, they will decide it. And I think we should wait for the decision of the committee. See, the committee is set up for that. Whatever is there, whatever are the documents, whatever my submission is there, whatever the experts will decide, they will decide it. And I think we should wait for the decision of the committee, and we should respect.
रात में पुलिस जो आई थी, अब किस मुद्दे को लेकर आई थी, कितने घंटे थी?
पुलिस को मैंने बुलाया था, पुलिस आई नहीं थी. प्लीज करेक्ट योर स्टेटमेंट. एंड आई हैड सम वर्क विद देम, एंड दैट इज व्हाई आई हैड कॉल्ड द पुलिस. बाकी पुलिस किसी भी जांच के लिए या किसी इसके लिए नहीं आई. ये जो टेक्निकल चीज़ें हैं जो आप मुझे पूछ रहे हैं, उन्होंने इसीलिए एक एक्सपर्ट कमेटी एस्टैब्लिश की है, और जो भी इसके टेक्निकल डिटेल्स है और जो भी मेरा सबमिशन है, आई विल डेफिनेटली गिव दैट। मैंने आपको कल भी यही बोला था, मैं आज भी आपको यही बोल रही हूँ कि लेट द एक्सपर्ट कमेटी डिसाइड, let the experts decide. Obviously I am no one to say, you are no one to say, common public is no one to say. The experts in that specific field, the experts of government, they will decide. I am very sure that whatever is the truth, whatever it is, it will come in front of the council.